Most people think you need hundreds of dollars a month to start a digital product business. They are wrong. Today, I'm going to show you how to create a digital product from idea to ready for sale using just 3 tools that cost $0. No fluff, no tech confusion, just ChatGPT, Canva, and System.io. By the end of this video, you'll have no excuse not to start. I'm Keela, and on this channel, I help everyday people turn their knowledge into digital products without the tech overwhelm. Today, we're using what I call the Freedom Stack. ChatGPT, the brain, to brainstorm ideas and write content. Canva, the designer, to make your product look professional. System.io, the business, to collect the money and deliver the product. If you don't have a System.io account yet, pause this video and grab the free plan using the link in the description. You'll need it for step 3. And guess what? It's free forever. No credit card required. You can upgrade when you start making sales. Now let's dive in. We'll start off with using ChatGPT, which is the brain, to create your product content. First thing we'll do is to enter a prompt in the window here. Don't just say write an ebook. Use a detailed prompt. But before we dive in, this prompt assumes you already know your niche, your product idea, and how you want to sound. If you haven't nailed those down yet, pause here and check out my Simple Digital Product Tools 101 playlist, specifically how to pick a niche for digital products and how to use ChatGPT effectively for digital products. These videos walk you through the foundational setup, including training ChatGPT to write in your unique voice, which makes this process more efficient. You'll find that playlist linked in the description. But if you have already got your idea and voice dialed in, or you just want to follow along with this example, let's keep going. So why does this prompt work? It gives ChatGPT boundaries and sets clear expectations for scope. It ensures the language and pain points stay focused. It removes the guesswork and ensures that all essential components are covered. It includes the finishing touches, like your table of contents, your author bio, and closing CTA, which transform a document into a professional product. The closing CTA is your chance to build a relationship beyond this single purchase. Invite them to your email list, social media, or let them know about related products. Just keep it genuine and optional, not sales heavy. The tone guidance. Without it, ChatGPT defaults to generic corporate voice. The write like a friend phrase transforms the tone from informational to relational. The formatting instructions make the output immediately usable without heavy editing. ChatGPT did 80% of the work. We have our table of contents, we have a welcome, and notice it's specific to my niche. How the system works, you have your weekly plan and rhythm. You have your routine for every day of the week. Time-saving tips. There's a template. How to customize for your family. Common mistakes. There's my About the Author section. Then it has final encouragement and next steps. And the final CTA. Now all we do is just polish. So what you would do is that you would review all the information here to make sure it says exactly what you need it to say. You see here it says ChatGPT can make mistakes. Check important information. That is very, very critical. Now since we're already in ChatGPT, I'm also going to enter the prompts for our sales funnel copy. But I'd like to copy this first and paste it in a document just to keep it secure. To copy, you click right here in the bottom corner, click on copy. You can open a Google Doc or a Microsoft Word document and paste it, and there you go. Now let's move on to the next prompt, which is for our sales funnel copy. So I'll just copy this prompt here. enter it into ChatGPT. And in a matter of seconds, we have our sales funnel copy. So we have our headline, our subheadline, the opening, the problem, everything we asked for in the prompt, ChatGPT is giving us here. So what makes this sales funnel prompt work? It ensures that ChatGPT writes copy appropriate for the price tier, not an expensive course. It creates organized, funnel-ready copy you can plug directly into System.io. It targets your specific customer. The more specific the pain points, the more resonate the copy becomes. The what it is and isn't instruction. It prevents overpromising and keeps messaging authentic to your brand. It directs ChatGPT towards emotional benefits, what they actually buy versus the features. It puts it in a scannable format to match how people actually read sales pages online. So we're going to copy this prompt as well in the bottom corner here and paste it into our document. And then, as a bonus, we're going to get copy for our order form and thank you page. Use these if you want ChatGPT to write these as well. For the purpose of demonstration, let's put that prompt in there and watch ChatGPT do its work. Okay, so now we have all of the content for our digital product, as well as the information for our sales page, our order form, and our thank you page. And we did all of that in less than 10 minutes. Now that we've got our content, let's make it look professional in Canva. Here's a quick heads up. I'm going to move through the design process assuming you know the basics of Canva, how to navigate the editor, add text, choose fonts, and work with colors. If you've never used Canva before, or you're not confident with the design fundamentals yet, I recommend watching my Canva tutorial for beginners and how to design an ebook cover in Canva videos first. Both are in my Simple Digital Product Tools 101 playlist linked below. They'll walk you through everything step by step, so you're not lost when I start clicking around. But if you're already comfortable in Canva, let's make this thing look professional. We'll start by opening Canva and going under the Templates tab. Make sure on Templates on the left here and Templates here. And you try to make your search as specific as possible. So my product is a meal prep guide, so I'm going to type meal prep ebook to see if they happen to have any templates specifically for that. You see a few options popping up here. Since you're on the free version, you want to stay away from anything with a crown icon because that means that it's for the paid version only. If you see when I hovered here, it shows me this is page 1 of 10. So you definitely want to pick something that has multiple pages. Let's scroll through. Unfortunately, Canva doesn't have an option where you can filter by the templates so that you only get the free option showing. That would have been great. I think I saw one here that would probably work. It's pretty simple. Yes, it says it has 8 pages. So we click in here. When you click in, it will actually show you other options if you want to select one of these instead. And then you can just click through to see what the pages look like. But I won't be customizing all the pages. It's just to give you an idea. So we click customize this template and let's work with this. I'm going to use the ebook cover that we designed together in my Simple Digital Product Tools 101 playlist. How to design an ebook cover in Canva. That would have been episode 4. So I'll replace this. And what you could do is to click Uploads and then click Upload File and select your ebook cover that you designed from before. If not, you'll have to start from scratch in designing that, but my ebook cover is already uploaded here. So I just place it and size it. Get rid of that. And there you go, that's your cover. So next here it has the introduction. So we go to the file from the content that ChatGPT had created for us. So in this case, my introduction would be here, which says, "Welcome, busy mama." But ChatGPT is saying we should place the table of contents before that. So you just copy that. And what you can do is just insert a new page, click add page. Oh, it went the wrong way, so we move it up, paste the content there. I'm not going to do much formatting. I'm just basically trying to show you how you could get things done for free. And then here where it says introduction, of course you'd have to go through and change your fonts and your colors to ensure that they go with your brand. So in this case, I click here on the font tab and my font is League Spartan for headings. Here at the bottom is giving you an option to change all. So it will change it on all of the pages at the same time, which is great, which is what we love. And then here my second font would be Assistant, and I would change it on all the pages as well. This basically, the color for the background is close to what I usually use, but I'll just make sure it's my exact color. As you can see, it's a little lighter. I'll change that in all the pages as well. And of course, you know, if you wanted to change the image out, you go to Elements, you describe the image that you're looking for, and click the arrow here, and then Canva would give you a new picture. Or you can go here and go by categories and click graphics, stickers, photos, shapes, anything else that you want to insert. But let's move this along quickly. So for me here, this would be my introduction, which says, "Welcome, busy mama." I just copy that from what I got from ChatGPT. And then paste it into the box there. And you just go through and do the same thing for all of the other pages. And if you happen to get stuck at any time while you're designing, in the bottom right corner here, it says Help Assistant. You type anything you'd like in here, and Canva will give you assistance on any difficulties that you're encountering while you're designing. So let's do a preview here. Basically, all we did was the cover, a table of contents, and we had our introduction. So you would go through and continue customizing the other pages, adding any additional pages if you need to. And this template already has a page number, but if for some reason you don't have page numbers there, an easy way to do that would go to text, and then as you see page numbers here, and then add the page number. And then you can select the format for the page number if you want numbers only, and what pages you want the numbers to show on, which is pretty cool. So there's a lot that you can do in Canva in a short amount of time. And if for some reason you were not able to find any elements or photos that work really well for you, you can always go to Magic Media, type in a prompt, and have Canva created for you. So they can create images, graphics, and now they have 3D. If you need a prompt to help you create an image, you can always click Inspire Me. So Canva will show you the type of prompts that they look for, or you can go back to ChatGPT and get assistance there. Then, of course, you'd go and rename your file. 30-minute meal planning ebook. That's the name of my product. And then you download it. And of course, you're going to download it in PDF standard, which is best for emailing. Click download. So as you can see, we have quite a professional looking product, and we'll consider this now done for the purpose of this tutorial. So let's now set it up to sell in System.io. In System.io, we'll start by going in the top navigation bar here to Sites and then Sales Funnels. And then you're going to click on Create in the right corner here and name your funnel. I'll type 30-minute meal prep guide. And then you'll select your funnel domain. System.io gives you a free subdomain, which I have in use here for another product, but I also have a custom domain. This can be a little tricky, so I'll be making a dedicated video just for that step. But for this video, I'll skip ahead to show you the process once it's connected. So I'll use my custom domain. And this particular funnel we're creating is to sell a product or service. So you click there, you select your currency from below, and then click Save. And you click on the funnel name you just created. And here it should give you a sales page, an order form, and a thank you page, but it only gave me the order form and the thank you page. So you click Add Step at the bottom. What we're looking for is a sales page. Let's put meal prep guide, sales page. And there you go. Choose the type, sales page, click Save. Now your sales page would be the first page in this funnel step. So you're going to just click it and move it to the top. Because first they have to go to the sales page, then they're going to submit their order, then they're going to get the thank you page. So let's go through now to try to find a template that we're going to customize for our sales page. Unfortunately, there's no filter option here. But you can preview something, like you can click here to preview the template to see if it has basically the sections that you'd like to work with. You're going to try to pick something that's as close as possible to what you're looking for. But in the interest of time, I'll just go with this one. And then you should rename your URL path extension. So I'll probably put MP-guide, which is meal prep guide, and then click Edit Page. So here we have our template. And if you need to go through the basics of how to use the funnel editor in terms of adding different layout boxes and including forms and customizing the buttons, I won't be going into too much detail for the purpose of this tutorial, but you can go to my Digital Product Tools 101 series playlist. And if you go to episode 8, which is Create a Funnel for Digital Products, you'll get the step-by-step guide on how to make all of the changes in customizing your sales page, your order form, and your thank you page. But this is just a quick tutorial. So I'll start by first uploading the photo. For my ebook cover. Okay, this is actually a background image here. So we will delete that because I don't want it as a background image. And then we'd scroll through and look for image. Here we go. Put that there. And then go to the settings and put my ebook cover. Click upload. Then insert. You can resize the image here. And then of course you go back to the content that ChatGPT wrote for you. And you copy your headline. Enter it here. You customize your fonts, of course. And then you can also copy the subheadline. And paste it in here. And then ChatGPT gave us all these other sections here that we would have to work through to add into this template. So this says meet the cook. So this is where you'd put in the section where ChatGPT says about the author. But as you can see, that section is a lot higher up than how ChatGPT has listed it here. ChatGPT has it before the final CTA. So in this case, you would move this entire section down. See the arrows there? So then you'd enter your copy from ChatGPT, change your name. You could actually have a message here, a video message, or you could insert a photo of yourself. This button here says join now. We would change that to say buy now. And of course, you can change the colors for the button. If you wanted to make the color brighter, there are lots of different ways to customize it. As I said, you can see that in my video 8 of my Digital Product Tools 101 playlist. Here, you can put the information about what's included. You see ChatGPT has that section here, what's inside, and who it's for. You also can do your FAQ. And then what you do is to go here on the mobile version to preview it, to make sure once you've designed it that it looks how you'd like it to look on the mobile version. If you need to make any changes, you'd make it on the mobile version as well. Like here, you see the buy now button shows up before the photo, so I would try to move that down. And if you go back to the desktop version, you will see it did not affect it. If you want to preview your entire design, you click here, and then it shows you what the customer would see when they take a look at your page. And once you're happy with everything, you'd click save and then exit and move on to the next step in your funnel, which is your order form. Of course, you'd have to go through and look for a template as well. We can just go with this one in the interest of time. And we can rename the extension to order. You can rename this as well to your product name. Now you see something in red here because I have not added the details for my product. Now this is a very detailed step that's also very important, and it's also covered in episode 8, how to create a funnel for digital products, in my Simple Digital Product Tools 101 playlist. But we'll skip that for now, just so you see what the template looks like. Click Edit Page. Now, ChatGPT, as a bonus, had given us some copy for our order form. So let's see what we have here. Okay, so we have a headline here and a subheadline. That's basically all it gave us, because your order page does not require much. So we have those entered there. And then here you could put the name of your product. And your product price. I'll change mine to $27. In this case, It's showing you that this is a discounted price. I could put that it was discounted from $49 to $27. And then here is where your customers will enter their billing information. This only has first name, last name, email address. It says customer type, which is probably not important. So we could reuse these because I believe we'll need more than the first name, last name, and email address. So we would delete these fields. And then we could duplicate these. So we would need a street address. And I duplicate that and change this field to city. And this one will be country. And you can also add a field for phone number if you think that's important. And then here on the right is where they would choose their payment method. In order for you to collect payment, you'll need to connect Stripe, PayPal, or any of the other payment methods that System.io offers. I'll also be making a brief video on setting that up later on in the series. So this is basically a very simple and straightforward payment page. Of course, you'd go through to make sure everything displays well on the mobile version as well. And here you could put an image of your ebook cover, or you could delete the image. Put an image of the ebook cover there. Click Save and Exit. And the final page is the thank you or delivery page. So you'll go through the same process of trying to find a template. Let's go with this one. Change the name to Meal Prep Guide, thank you page. Here you can change it to thank you. And then click Edit Page. So we got some copy here for that as well. So let's just copy this here. It's very specific to my product. This is basically telling them that their meal prep guide is on the way. And what I like about this template is that it gives you different steps now for your customer to take. So let's see if ChatGPT told us what to put there. So it's telling you once you download it, the first step you should take. So we just copy and put that here. And then putting the other options, or you can delete them if it's not needed. So you can see we can delete this whole row here. You can put a brief video here thanking them or a photo of yourself. And then for this button, it would say download now. This is how you're going to deliver the product. So in this case, we have download file, and this is now where you would upload your ebook. There you go. So now once they get to your sales page and they click the Buy Now button, which then takes them to your order form and they submit their credit card details or their PayPal information, then they get to the thank you page and click Download Now. It will download the ebook. So let's click Save, Exit, And let's do a quick test. Go to View Funnel step. Click Buy Now. And as you can see, it took me to the thank you page. And the reason it took me to the thank you page is because I don't have my payment method set up. So if my payment method was set up, it would have taken me to the order form where I entered my payment details, then it would bring me to the thank you page. Then I click Download Now, and there you go. My ebook was downloaded. You just built a business in minutes. And if you want to make sure you actually launch, grab my free digital product launch roadmap. It's your complete step-by-step checklist using these 3 free tools. I call them the Freedom Stack. The link is in the description. The only other thing missing from what we built today is the deeper strategy that connects, converts, and creates ongoing sales. If you want the complete blueprint I use, check out the Digital Product Launch Formula free training linked below. And if you're stuck on any of the technical steps, like connecting a custom domain, setting up payments, or fixing email deliverability, don't worry. I'm breaking down these setup steps in this Start Here playlist. Or you can head to my Simple Digital Product Tools 101 playlist, where I cover the complete process from scratch and in detail. If you found this video helpful, hit the like button so more people who need this can find it. Click subscribe, share it with someone you know it can help, or drop a comment and let me know what you're creating. You've got everything you need. Now go build.